If you're a real estate professional and you want to get in on this game where you're taking advantage of these stellar market prices, we've got the guy for you. Richard Robbins is co-founder and CEO of Richard Robbins International, and you've developed a whole system to help coach real estate professionals to really raise their game, right?
We have. What we do is really we focus on a number of things. We have products which are online, offline. We also do events. Right across Canada, we do 3-hour events in the morning, but we also do multi-day events. And then we also have customized coaching where they work one-on-one with a coach.
If you can't wait until the big event that's coming up in November, and we'll give you those details in a second, the online coaching is great.
Yes.
So what do people have to do?
All they have to do is if they went to our website, they could find out about the product. But the advantage to what it is we do is we're trying to provide leading edge solutions. So it's not something that I used 20 years ago. It's what I see happening right now that will help you become more productive as a real estate agent.
But what you were doing 20 years ago is affecting your life now, because didn't you take the chance of starting a real estate business at a time when the bottom had kind of fallen out of the market, and yet you thrived? So what were you doing then that worked?
Well, I wouldn't say I thrived as soon as it fell out. I had to learn what to do, but it was 1988 when I opened my real estate brokerage. It was February of '89, and it was like one day somebody turned the taps off. It was over. The real estate market changed in that moment. So what you have to do is you got to say, okay, well, if you go back and study the Great Depression, there was all kinds of people that did well in the Great Depression. Many didn't, but some did. Why? They were innovative, they were creative, and you figure out what the customer needs now. And when a market changes, the customer's needs change. Customers' needs change, well, guess what? You have to change the services you're providing. So as an organization, when you look across Canada as an example, all the markets are different. They're not all the same. Eastern Canada's struggling a little bit right now. You look at parts of Western Canada where oil prices went up, right? Or oil price went down, I should say. That had an effect in the marketplace. Vancouver, you had the 15% tax last summer. We see that happening in Toronto right now. So when we go across Canada, all markets are different. So our goal is to identify the market and then help the agent with the best possible tools in that marketplace.
Very customizable.
Everything we do is customized to the client.
Wow, and that's what makes you unique. So people come to you for advice, you coach them online. Tell me about the 3-day seminar that's coming up in November here in Toronto. It's called Masters Academy.
Yeah, so what we do is we have twice a year, we do Vancouver in the summer, we do Toronto in the fall. And we have 2 large multi-day events that have over 1,000 people. And we take some of our top coaching clients that are doing something exceptionally well. That's why we call it Masters. We consider them our Masters Academy. And we have many of them present their ideas like in TED Talks. They're just 20 minutes long, right? And they learned exactly what it is that they're doing and exactly how they're going to do it. And our whole goal in this event is to make this event transformational. And not just in business, but also in life. Because let's face it, life is primary, and business is designed really to fund our life. Give us something to do that we enjoy, don't get me wrong. So what we do is we try to help them understand that what's the lifestyle you want to have? What are some of your big life goals? And then our job as an organization is to help them design a business that will fully support the life that they want to live.
So how does this affect, once they've gone through the coaching, how does it affect their lives in real terms?
Well, if you look at it, you say real estate, I've been in real estate since I was 24. It is a wonderful industry. I got a soft spot in my heart for all of the agents because I know how hard some of these people work. I know the disappointments of maybe a deal not going together. I know missing their children's soccer games because they're working at night, showing property, or maybe meeting somebody about selling their house. Our goal as an organization is to say, okay, this is a great industry. However, it's a little bit undertrained. And what we want to do is we want to bring the best practices, leading edge techniques that are being used in the market today. They're going to help them produce extraordinary results, as I said, that will serve their life so that they can live the life they already dreamed. And that's what we're trying to do as an organization.
Are they going to make more money?
Of course they're going to make more money.
Like lots more?
The average person in our coaching program sees a 41% increase in revenue in their first 12 months. And we've had people in our coaching program for over 15 years. So obviously, if people are staying with us for 15 years, They've got to be making more money because they're investing money in us, and we want to give them a significant return on that. But again, it's more the quality of their life. That's what we're looking to do the most. And yes, improve the quality of your life, you probably want to make more money.
And there's a misconception that all real estate agents are just rolling in money. That's not true, is it?
It's absolutely not true. The average real estate agent last year sold, I think, 5.2 homes. If you look at the Toronto Real Estate Board, the last number I read, around 25% of agents didn't sell anything.
So this could be a significant life-changing.
Real estate is a very difficult business because think about it. You're not salaried. Nobody's handing you leads. Literally, it's like starting your own business. You're going out into the world, and you've got to find the leads, and you've got to service the leads, and then you've got to, do a listing presentation or work with buyers, and you've got to negotiate an offer, and then once all that over, you got to start all over again.
All the information on that Masters Academy happening in November in Toronto is on your website, right?
Everything is on our website.
And can we also buy your book there?
You can buy my book there, or you can buy it on Amazon or Chapters, or wherever you look. So,
bestseller.
Yes, I wrote it a number of years ago. It's called Deliver the Unexpected, and the whole goal with the book is to share my ideas, right? I'm sure we could debate it, on things that I think most people believe to be true, but in my estimation, when I look at successful people, they're not true. So I counter it with the new truth, I call it.
That's what's true today.
Yes.
One last question. Quick take on the market right now.
Well, if we look at Canada, every market in Canada is different. You talk to most people, they say, hey, we're so lucky here in Canada because the market's great. You want to know something? The market is not that great on the East Coast. We just had our Ontario government, make a lot of changes here in Ontario. How is that going to affect the market? None of us know yet, but here's what I do know for sure. Whenever there is change like that, when there's new policy, when there's new regulations, there's something called the psychological effect that will take place for 60 to 120 days. And what that is a buyer sitting there right now with all these changes might go, whoa, 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 maybe we better wait because we don't know what's going to happen with the market. We got the 15% tax, we got the rent controls and many other things. So the psychological impact is when everybody stops, when there's uncertainty, everybody stops. And all of a sudden, your sales numbers will drop, I am sure, over the next 60 to 120 days. And then after that, things get back to normal. And Vancouver is a great example of that because Vancouver is rocking again when the tax was put in last August.
If you want to raise your career to the next level, or maybe even 3 or 4 levels above that, this is the guy to help you do it. Go to the website, which is?
RichardRobbins.com.
Okay. Richard Robbins, co-founder and CEO of Richard Robbins International. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.